What's up, Meta Nerds? This video is all about the CIS Super Tank. This thing was created by Bactoid Armor Workshop, the same company that brought us the B1 battle droids and the regular armored assault tank. They also made the MTT, and you can see that it kinda looks like the merging of an armored assault tank with an MTT. It had a lot of the extremely thick plate armor of the MTT, but as an additional layer of defense, it also had ray shielding. It was 12.6 meters or 41 feet long, making it about 10 feet longer than the AAT. And with a top speed of only 40 kilometers per hour, or 25 miles per hour, and this slow speed makes a lot of sense, because with a lot of repulsor lift technology, the larger the vehicle, the slower it gets. It had a really small crew, just one pilot and one gunner, which is pretty impressive, because that one gunner was responsible for a ton of different weapons. Up front we have twin blaster cannons, located in the exact same spot as the MTT. It also had a pair of mounted turret laser cannons that could swivel up and down, but the main weapons were all hidden underneath that retractable hood. This part on top would come back, revealing a pair of extremely deadly warhead launchers. Now we see all of these amazing abilities demonstrated during the Second Battle of Geonosis. The tactical droid TX-21 told Archduke Poggle the Lesser to release 20 super tanks onto the battlefield. At this time they were still experimental, but they showed off just how strong its armor was. They took a ton of shots from AV-7 cannons, but didn't seem to take any damage. Then they were able to unleash their own attack, destroying those same cannons, as well as a bunch of ATTEs. So we have to wonder if any of the weapons in the Republic vehicles could damage these things at all. Because the only way it was taken out was when Skywalker and Luminara Unduli put mines on the underside of the bridge, and with the click of a detonator, the bridge along with the super tanks all fell into the canyon below. And the only other time we see a super tank being stopped is when Ahsoka and Barriss Offee are able to get to the exposed part by the warhead launcher, cut into the tank, and destroy its droid pilot and gunner. But even then we get to see its truly devastating power when they then use the super tank to bring down the entire droid factory. And it's worth pointing out that it's this tank's armor which ends up saving them. And the only other time we see a super tank deployed is on the planet Osnek. But we don't have too much information from this battle, and we can assume that later in the war, the CIS stopped producing these things simply because of the advanced materials used and the great expense all of this extra tech and weapons must cost. Well, that's it for the CIS Super Tank. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, and be sure to leave a comment down below if I missed any cool facts, or if you have a suggestion for future videos. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at MetaNerdsLore, so you can see us build Star Wars props and cosplays, along with some other cool Star Wars stuff. If you want to help support this channel, check out the description below for our Amazon store and our Patreon. And be sure to subscribe, because we're making videos like this every single day. But more important than all that, remember, always check the bridge for landmines, and the Force will be with you, always.